Before the video starts, the channel Am I the Jerk is in the description. It is really popular on TikTok, so go check them out. They are the ones who inspired the video. And thank you for watching. Am I the jerk for not wanting to stay home with the kids while my husband goes to my brother's wedding? I am a stay-at-home mom and my husband works full-time. We have 3 kids and one of them is 2 years old. My husband helps a lot with the kids. He is a committed dad, but he is absolute against babysitters due to an awful incident with a babysitter that was the reason his younger male cousin James got disabled years ago. I don't go out much since I have to take the kids with me and not every place is suitable for kids. We received an invitation from my brothers, who has been my husband's friend since college, wedding, which we later discovered was child-free. My brother lives states away, so the entire trip will take 4 days, as well as my brother's in-law weekend dinner party. It's their tradition. I told my husband I wanted to go, since it's been a while since I've been to a wedding, and this is a special and suggests we get a trusted and friend as a babysitter. He asked if I was serious leaving our 2-year-old with a babysitter and suggests that I do what I normally do, stay at home with the kids while he goes to the wedding. I refused and said that I have much of a right to attend as him since we were both invited. He said it wasn't his fault my brother wants a child-free wedding and I should do this for the kids and sacrifice for their sake. I refused and said that this was unfair and since he's a parent too, then he should also stay for the kids. He looked at me and said, "That's my best friend's wedding you're asking me to skip for Christ's sake. Are you kidding me?" Then said I was being petty for suggesting that I would basically choosing to go party over keeping our kids safe. I mean, he can do the same thing, but whatever. He asked me to consider this a business trip. What would I do? Go with him? Leave the kids? I said I understand, and he is paranoid of babysitters, but really all of my friends have sitters, and at the times they're really needed. He said I ought to know better than what my friends tell me, and that this wasn't even enough for discussion. And when I kept arguing, he called me selfish and said he won't let me ruin his relationship with his best friend because I was being spiteful for not being able to attend, and that my brother will understand my situation. He kept asking me who's more important, the wedding party or my kids, and said I was being unreasonable for making my attendance the hill to die on. Am I the jerk? Am I being selfish for wanting to attend this wedding, my brother's wedding, after 4 years of not attending anything? Alright, now here's why I crossed the line. Just because he's his best friend doesn't mean that you should not be able to go. Like, yeah, I get it's his best friend and that he's paranoid of babysitters because of what happened. But that's one babysitter. That doesn't mean that every single babysitter in the world is like that. Second of all, if one of you are going to the wedding, it should be you because you grew up with him. You haven't been to anything in 4 years. That's a lot. Not to mention, he's like, oh, well, both of us can't go. So, bruh, just stay at home because then you can take care of your kids while she can actually go have fun for once. And I'm not saying like, oh, she doesn't get to have fun like at all. Maybe that's not the case. But based off of the context of what I'm reading is that she gets to do like little to none things because of the kids. And you're being selfish because you want to go to your friend's wedding and you don't want to take care of your kids. So, end of discussion for me. You are not the jerk. Instead, your husband's being a jerk because he's not letting you do what you want and because he's paranoid. Am I the jerk for wanting to have my wedding on the day we planned and everyone agreed on? I'm confused, but okay. My fiance, 22 male, and I, 22 female, have been planning our wedding since June 2021. Before handing over a $3,000 deposit to our venue, we told both sides of the family that it would be held on February 24th, 2023, and neither side had any objections. I should mention that we were both close with our families and with each other's families. His mother, 54 female, has now suddenly remembered that his father, 54 male, goes on an annual golf trip every year with a bunch of friends, and the 25th anniversary of this trip will be held on the weekend that our wedding is on. Don't see your problem yet, but okay. Both of his parents and his entitled brother, 25 male, have now decided that fiance and I need to change the date of our wedding so he can attend the golf trip away. Each of them are completely disregarding the fact that we lose the money of the deposit and all the money we spent on save the dates and the custom gifts for the bridal party, and they must believe that we are in the wrong and that the date must be changed. Fiance is barely being given any blame for this, with the majority of the fault being placed on me. It's just because you're not related to them. I'm just saying that. I'm sorry. Especially from their brother, who has called me a sook, a bee with an itch, and a heartless, to name a few. The family refuses to accept any other solution or option or reason that their son getting married may in fact be more important than him attending his golf trip. We are understanding that the trip is meaningful and a tradition. I just can't comprehend asking my child to move their wedding date to any reason, really. My fiance is 100% on my side with the issue and has stated to his family the wedding date will not be changed. Despite this, they continue to message him requesting we change the date, as I guess they think he's a pushover and will convince me. Also note, they also never acted like this before. We generally have a good relationship with them. Am I the jerk? Now, are you the jerk? No, I don't think you are the jerk. In my opinion, you are just doing something to help you save money because, I mean, let's be real. You already put $3,000 into the wedding venue alone. And I may not know a lot about weddings, but I do know is that they're expensive and you can't rearrange them within the snap of your fingers. If you could, everyone would be doing it. And a golf trip, you can just reschedule that with everyone. You just got to contact this. Not to mention, he also, at the beginning of the story, if you remember and play it back, they said that they contacted everyone to make sure that the specific date that they chose would be okay. And everyone said yes. And out of the blue, the grandma, well, not grandma, mom, the 54-year-old woman said, oh, you're going to have to change it because my husband's going on a trip with his friends. No. You can exchange the trip for something else. Maybe like change it to like a few days later. I don't know. Or like do it before. It doesn't have to be on the specific date. The wedding does though, because they already pre-planned everything. And you might be saying, oh, well, the golf trip, that can cost a lot of money too. Yes, but golf, I don't think is more expensive than a wedding. Not to mention, and you can cancel things like rentals and whatnot. You cannot cancel a wedding venue. And if you do, that's like thousands and thousands down the drain. So, at the end of the day, no, you are not the jerk. They are. Case dismissed.